Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your plant oracle. I've gone ahead and already thrown the plants and the runes, and this reading is indicative of karma or a karmic relationship. Getting a little throat blockage already. So, goodness. So maybe some things. There's that page of wands again. Anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. So, whether it's something, and this may have been whether it was something in your mind or something completely shriveled. There was some kind of drought, something got neglected, and whether this is something that runs in the family, there may be an energy of retention and like a personality type of liking things orderly, precise, neat. That may be significant. And something may have been an uphill battle where perseverance was required. And this may have had to do with health, protection, or friendship. So, and what's interesting about this reading is that there's like fragments everywhere. So something was fragmented, whether it's someone's life or there's just bits and pieces everywhere, fragments. And there was something that was unwavering. Like this is in the not so far past, not so distant past, that was unwaveringly, whether it was loyal, it was unwavering, and it was cut, yeah, from the level of the soul, 222, 223. There was a lot of sweetness here. And there was protection. There was happiness, good fortune, fidelity. And this has resulted in a lot of nostalgia. So nostalgia that you would get sort of at like first love nostalgia you would get of summertime. You know, I'm hearing with summertime sadness. You know, maybe it's gone over to like blues. But there is this, right now for the masculine, there is this energy, and it's Capricorn energy, fire, the devil energy, and there's two energies actually that go with this, whether it's patterns, vices, passion, could also be significant. A Leo may be significant. There's something here that requires valiant courage, and it could be related to a goodbye. And there's something about a starseed, like a starseed may be significant. I think I'm going to start there. So I was just shuffling and then this. So here's this energy again. I feel like we had this in Sagittarius. So an adventuresome, dandy, you may want to proceed with caution. So whether this energy is within you, there's this jester energy. So it could be even trying to determine what is steadfast, what is loyal, like what is just this. Two indicators of this, love. So maybe there is something, there's a need to be careful with love at this time, with a choice. Gemini energy may be significant to have that. I have that twice. And this karma, like, is something done with a son, not known at a gut level. And at the root of it all, it's like a goodbye. It could be related to a goodbye from a home, whether something had you hypnotized, or July is significant. A trip in July. There is grief. There is grief here. A lot of grief for a feminine. There's like comfort sort of scattered all over the place. Fragments of what was nourishing, what was sweet, comfort. Just this scattering. And it's almost like this drought. It's almost like a desert, almost like something set a fire in the desert. And yeah, this has a lot to do with love. And this came up twice, and I started listening to it over lunch. This idea of love, a choice in love, and the podcast. I mentioned in one of my readings, I just don't know where, the new Jay Shetty podcast with Esther Perel, the real reason you're struggling to find love. So this may be significant for you, Scorpio, crosswatcher, however it resonates. Remember, all the stars and signs are within us. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and let's get a little more, a little bit deeper into Scorpio here. So there's something either being illuminated, or there's a tremendous amount of happiness. A Leo energy could be significant, or there's a need for courage. Oh no, so many. There's a need for courage or restraint. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's an opportunity being presented. Could be three. Could be related to home. After a defeat. Ones I can show. It's like someone keeps an eye, whether someone's keeping an eye on a rebirth, something being presented, whether there's an opportunity to learn. It could be learning about collaboration, learning, it does have apprentice energy, or learning about, this person isn't a portrait, but like something on stage. Your work is there's an opportunity for your work to be reviewed. And I can't show it all. It's Maypole, so May is significant. Again, this idea of home, celebration, a wedding may be significant. But there's an ending here. 8 energy. I don't know if I see 8 when I look up. Something significant about an ending and someone keeping a close eye after a defeat. Yeah, I'm seeing a beach ball. There may be 3, something to do with the beach. Something feels like home. Maybe been someone stabbed in the back. There would have been some significant ending, because home here is again, so there's a significant stabbing in the back, a significant end, which resulted, of course, an ending. All endings start with the beginning. I can't believe it's already 9 minutes. What? I don't even know where the time went. Okay, we had like a time warp. Anyway, let's talk about spirit here. So whether July is significant, or something like there's talk at a gut level, or knowing something has you in trance, could be related to this learning or karma. Home, there's an expansion. I see him moving forward and backward. This has to do with family legacy, expanding a family legacy. There's karma here related to a home. Something at the root. Home is at the roots of it. There is a choice. Tell me about this choice. And this is on the mind. Whether someone's bound here, because there's something nourishing, intuitive, sweet. Tell me about this choice. Whether there's love here. Yeah, someone's being bit by a snake. I'm seeing Little Prince. Yeah, there's a walking away. I have that. Walking away. It could be a walking away from what's hidden. What's hidden here, walking away to your purpose, it could be walking away from what's hidden knowledge, or walking away from a high priestess type energy. There's a choice about walking away from your intuition, like at the gut level, whether there's talk or something has you hypnotized, like, are you going to walk away? The Little Prince is significant. I keep going back to that. Once bitten, twice shy. All right, tell me about this karma. 5, there's change here. Taurus may be significant. A teacher, a student, teacher. Tell me about this. Home, a goodbye. 10 of Pentacles again. Commitment to family, family legacy, homes. This reminds me of Italy a little bit. 7. Patience. It's a careful planning. There's a need for patience and careful planning. Been a history of betrayal by 3 to 4. Careful planning. First harvest coming in. It's to do, but the direction, there's conflict. There's some type of battle. I just have so many cards flying out at the same time. Yeah, a battle that you may have turned your back on something or someone. You were offered a cup from the universe, and whether it was apathy, you're sort of stuck in the same boat, but your backs are turned to one another. It's like there's no progress. This could be related to a King of Pentacles, someone who's stable and control their finances. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn may be significant. I feel like they're holding a sea fan here. And it looks to me like a pomegranate upside down or a papaya. Is there a song with papaya in it? Do I have a thread of a song with a papaya in it? It's not the Tally Man. It's not Daylight Comes. I don't know, maybe it is. A papaya, like a mama. Mama. Mama Mia says she hasn't any money to buy papaya and a banana. To buy papaya for her baby to enjoy. Mama. Is that song? I don't know what song. Where did that come from? It's like so deep. So a mother and not having money to buy papayas. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into that one a little more deeply. Oh, good grief. So this is all we'll just go. Tell me about, and there's grief. There's some type of grief in the heart, the lungs. You may want to rub those points. Saw that online the other day, releasing energy related to heart. Sorry, I keep touching this. Heart, lung line may be significant. What's stored, grief stored in the lungs. The feminine, there's an expansion. Ships are coming in. A Capricorn may be significant. It's almost like someone can't speak about something, about a rebirth. There's something bound here. Oh, I just keep getting that I have no mouth and I must speak kind of energy. So this seems like someone's bound about some type of title. Bound. All right. Try not to make this one as long. Tell me what else. What else do we need to know? What else does Scorpio need to know? What else does Scorpio need to know? Show me. Maybe not these. Death, rebirth, Scorpio. Death. 13, significant. Some type of infinite loop. This almost reminds me of Maleficent. There's deceit. Oh. And dismay. Something deceptive is going to be revealed in May. Something that has you tied in knots. It may have your stomach tied in knots. almost in a trance related to karma, related to a home. There's the root of it all in knots. Things are being collected. Bone collector. Earth sits above it. Things are just fragments, parts of yourself that have been fragmented, that are affecting stability, affecting passions in life. There's something, there's temptation, there's that devil energy. Let's just do real quick. What does the masculine need to know? Masculine, show me succinctly. Something being observed. They may be keeping their eye on you. Beady eye, spy. Someone observing manifestations. Observing your abilities to manifest. Tell me about the feminine. Because there's watching here as well. Something being elucidated. Something between the hands. Some type of resonation. Something made plain. A feminine may shed light on something. They're glowing with purpose. Could have to do with magic. Okay. Radiant. All right, let's do romance angels. We're going to wrap this one up. We are. It's a deep one. You'll have to see how other messages and things throughout this week maybe carry on this story for you, Scorpio. Romance angels. What does Scorpio need to know? It does seem like a collecting, whether retrieving parts of yourself that are fragmented may be significant. Maybe getting to know someone, because I have lovers indicated, twice in this reading. It's trying to come out a few times. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there's a reveal, there's an elucidation, there's something radiant. Angels overlook this. You're calling in your soulmate, and there's that nostalgia. Definitely have the nostalgia. And it could be something in the not so long, fairly recent past that was really sweet, that reminded you of something. Something in your dream, and then also this, it could also awaken your abilities, your psychic abilities. Whatever this was, awakening of there, you may be going through an awakening of psychic abilities, which is a death and rebirth. We have you tangled in knots about deceit, trying to find your grounding, but it needs to be a collection of things that were scattered. The bones. Look at that in a second. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So there's watch what you say, you speak. Oh, that's hilarious. That's important. Or it'll knock you off center. What your words are magic. They can knock you off. Soulmate. Yes, this is a soulmate. So, moving things. Okay, let's just say one thing to be collected. Tell me, show me. 20. One thing to be collected for Scorpio. It's the bones, the foundation. Help us understand the foundation of what's going to be collected, what's to be collected. The structure. There's victory here. You have to do the work. You have to be conscious. Try saying that word. Not Jiminy Cricket. Be awake. Taurus energy. Venus. Change. Hierophant. Taurus is significant. And this, there's several times in this reading, this devoted Knight of Pentacles energy. There is fidelity. Where there's fidelity and loyalty, there's nostalgia for maybe could be an unbreakable bond between two souls. There's devotion here. Look for what's devoted, where the devotion is. When there's conflict, where do you find grounding and devotion? Where there's illusions, where do you find devotion, a slow and steady? Something true. So collecting parts of yourself, maybe a part of you feels like they have to rush now. So reconnecting with this loyal, devoted, it could be devotion to yourself. You may have lost yourself, gotten wrapped up into something that wasn't yours. There was a lot of conflict, and it just sort of wound. It wound around everything. There was like a structure supported. There was a structure supporting conflict, which was illusion. Which was an illusion. 2233. Right. What would the feminine say to the masculine? What would the feminine like to say to the masculine? I knew exactly what I was doing. We need to let each other go. And I don't react when other people mention you, your name. What would the masculine say to the feminine? What would the masculine say to the feminine? The masculine hides behind material things. The masculine regrets lying to you. And I left before you could leave me. So, well, that's what I got for you today, Scorpio. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe and like, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye now.